Tell me, what inspired you to write a story like this?
Well, I always have wanted to write about like girlhood, how it's okay to be messy and flawed. I was like, why not make her the most powerful woman in the world and then see how she gets there?
I'm here today with Selenis and Michael from Diary of a Future President on Disney+. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Dear Diary, everyone has that voice inside their head, right? Mine is future me.
Growing up is so hard.
Together, we're tackling 7th grade.
Something's wrong with Melissa's arm. I think she's waving.
Apparently, over the summer, everything changed. And my BFF had a new BF.
Wait, what?
So much has happened in the past 15 hours.
And now we're holding hands.
Things are moving so fast.
Oh no. Can you get out of my head? I'm busy.
Being there for you is kind of my job.
Being there for others and lifting them up. That's what I want to do.
I'm ready.
What resonates for me so much is the wonderful relationship that the two of you have. And I think the co-parenting that happens between the two of you. On camera, it looks like you have this special sauce. I'd love to know about it.
I mean, it's rare to have a show where everyone likes each other personally, you know, and so I've been doing this 25 years and this is a really great show for that. The kids are fantastic to be around. Selenis and I have a lot of fun and have a similar sense of humor, I think, in some cases. And I don't know, it's just whatever that is, I'm glad that it's coming across on screen.
One of the biggest compliments we had early on by our producers, that they were like, gosh, it seems like you guys have known each other forever, or you guys have amazing chemistry. Like, it's so believable. You guys are so cute together. Like, that was the initial. And I was like, well, that's good because it feels good. It feels effortless. You know, when you're having fun with your scene partner, it translates better, right? When you don't have to fake the funk. So you could be a fantastic actor, but sometimes you got to work extra hard and it doesn't always read well.
For sure. I love it. Well, we saw it on screen, so I love it. And thank you for that. So there's this part of the show where Sam is at work and Gabby overhears him talking about the fact that she washes towels after just one use and keeps peanut butter in the refrigerator. So there's a really big debate at my house, and I need your help to answer this very polarizing question. Do you keep ketchup in the refrigerator?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I do. I know it's like a weird thing, but I grew up with the ketchup in the refrigerator. Not so much the bananas. I don't like the bananas to be in the refrigerator. I feel like when they go in the refrigerator, that means you're going to make them into a smoothie real soon, or else it's done. Yeah. The peanut butter, I do not have in the refrigerator. I think the peanut butter needs its life in the pantry. But the ketchup, for some weird reason, always finds its way back in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I'll go one step further. My family, we did a lot of cooking at home. So the butter was not in the fridge. And because you usually go through a stick of butter within 2 or 3 days, but that was, no butter. It would never go in the fridge.
So it's like melty butter?
Well, no, but it's perfect for, spreading on toast or something like that. There's nothing worse than like hammering your toast with frozen butter.
No, it's true.
My father was a real chef, so he would be constantly cooking with butter. So it would never be longer than 2 or 3 days. But yeah, it's amazing. You don't get sick.
No, well, it makes sense. It is very hard. I could imagine it's like refrigerated peanut butter on bread. It's almost impossible to spread.
It's not right. It just breaks. It's not right.
Selenis, you've worked on so many projects throughout your career. I'm so curious, what does this role mean to you right now at this point in your professional journey?
Liz, growing up, I didn't see myself being represented in any form in media, right? And if there was any inkling of someone that remotely looked like me, it was always in a negative light. The stereotypes that surround Latino representation are so specific, and they're always very, very negative for the most part. So to be part of something that celebrates the other side of Latinidad, which is, yeah, we are educated, we have jobs, and we have regular families. Imagine that. Like, families are families in any shape or form. So to celebrate it in this way, to celebrate this type of representation from me, coming from a place of, I didn't think that I would ever play a mother on a show that was successful, that was a role model, that was coming from a place of a celebration of who we are, and it's not, this show, yes, it celebrates Latino culture, it celebrates diversity in a beautiful way, but it's a family show, period.
Bit by bit, she's pushing me away.
You're not growing apart. She's just growing up.
I'm their mother. I'm supposed to help them solve their problems, not give them problems.
Have you met a Latino mother?
I'm trying to break the cycle.
I am really proud. And also kudos to Disney Plus for saying, you know what, it's time that we show a more positive version of a Latinx family. So
for sure. I appreciate that. And Michael, I really want to hear what this role has meant to you at this point in your career too.
It's been strange. We've had a lot of moments. I think Selenis and I have both said this, that, art is imitating life a little bit. I have a 13 and a 14-year-old son and daughter. And so I've had, to go to work and do scenes, and then you come home and you have the same conversation a little bit with the kids. I'm very proud to be a part of it. I'm very proud to be a part of it.
That's so great. And we're so proud to watch you both play these incredible parents. And I want to thank you both for your time today. I was so excited. I could feel like I could do this all day. So I appreciate it.
You.
Yes, take care, and can't wait to watch season 2.
Dynamite. Take care.
I get to hang out today with Tess and Charlie. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be here with the two of you. So I want to start off with you, Charlie, if that's okay. Mm-hmm. Your character, Bobby, seems to really go through some significant revelations this season. Were there some moments for you that were like, aha, like teachable moments?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know how much I can say, but like the coming out scenes, and some of the crew members, they shared their stories and their coming out stories and their experiences with me. And so filming that was just, I just wanted to make it as realistic as possible. And I mean, I've learned so much from being on this show.
That's so great. And those scenes, I think, really just play to what a wonderful dynamic the family has, I think, and how you all are able to have these really great conversations as a family, and as a healthy family. I feel like Tess, your character Elena, gets to talk to her future self.
Hello, Elena. It is I, Elena. This is embarrassing. One of us is gonna have to change. Not me. I'm on the precipice of greatness.
Wow. Queen bee much?
Hey, people use that term as a negative, but no one in the hive works harder than the queen bee.
But this, I mean, you gotta tone this down.
Why? Senator Morales said I was born to lead.
Sure, if leading is throwing yourself a one-woman parade.
What is your problem?
I'm the voice in your head. So really, what's your problem?
I have to say, I wish that I could have, at any age, talked to my future self to get some insight. If you could, is there something that you would remind your future self about what it's like to be this age?
I'd probably remind my future self that, even though I probably seem young and all my problems seem kind of insignificant to her now, my problems are big to me. So, even now, like, I look back on like old versions of myself and I'm like, she had no idea what was coming for her. But, you have to remember, like, at the time, everything seems big and worse than it probably seems to you a few years down the road.
So true. How about you, Charlie?
I guess just enjoy being a teen, and like, you're still not an adult yet. And because, with adulthood, I mean, you still can have a lot of fun, but with that comes more stress and doing all the things that adults have to do. And so I guess just enjoy this time.
I love that, because all the adulting is most definitely not as fun. Well, I want to thank you both so much for spending the time with me today. This show resonates and it hit home on so many levels, and I know that it will for so many families, regardless of culture and regardless of the dynamic within the family. I think it was just so brilliantly done and portrayed. And I want to thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Take care. Hi, Ilana. I'm so excited to talk to you today about A Diary of a Future President. Just so everyone is aware, you are the creator and executive producer, in case they didn't know, of Diary of a Future President. Thank you. I want to thank you for writing this personally, because I really enjoyed it. I think as a Latina, as a child growing up, as a stepdaughter, then became a stepmother. I think this, this show for me just hit home on so many levels.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you. Tell me, what inspired you to write a story like this?
Well, I always have wanted to write about like girlhood and celebrate girlhood. I feel like we see a lot of boyhood stories that are great, and I grew up watching them, but rarely does the media, I think, give young women the permission to be messy and flawed and failing and then learning from their failures. And I really, really wanted to do that. And I wanted to tell my story. I wanted to tell the story of a Cuban American girl. And I also wanted, a lot of these are origin stories. And I was like, well, maybe we don't need to make her a television writer. So I was like, why not make her the most powerful woman in the world? And then see how she gets there and see how it's okay to be messy and flawed and fail and learn from your failures, and that it's all a journey. I just really wanted to honor the journey.
I love that. And I love the fact that you use the word messy. There's just this pressure that we put on ourselves, regardless of our culture or our gender, to always be perfect. Another great scene that I really loved was when Gabby overheard Sam talking about her putting peanut butter in the refrigerator or washing towels after the first use, right? What things did you do at home that you thought were normal until someone mentioned that they weren't?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because the room was like, I mean, we tell touchy storylines. We're like, we write a lot. And the writer's room was so passionate. Some people were like, how dare you keep peanut butter in the fridge? And some people were like, how dare you keep it there? And it was really, we learned a lot about each other. We learned about the writer who washes the towels after every use and the writer like every use.
Yeah.
So we learned all of that. It was really, it was quite fun. I'm trying to think of something that I did that wasn't normal. I grew up like a very picky eater. And so I basically just like in my adulthood had to like learn to like vegetables and learn that like they were a thing. And I like, I can't believe I'm revealing this, but I would like order like fried rice with no vegetables, and all my friends would like make fun of me. And I just like had to learn how to be a grown-up that ate vegetables. I know that's not totally what you were looking for.
No, that's
I just kind of wanted to tell everybody to eat their vegetables.
I love that. And guess what? And he'll probably kill me for this later, but I still have to order my husband's fried rice without vegetables because he still won't eat them.
Better without it, but I guess
yeah. I just want to end our time with thanking you so much again for such a positive, reflective story that I think is exactly what the Latino community needed. But I think more importantly, it's what I feel like the rest of the community needed to see about who we are and what we're capable of. So I'm voting for Ilana for sure. I'm voting for Ilana.
Thank you so much, Liz. You're such a delight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You take care. Have a good one.
Dear Diary, everyone has that voice inside their head, right? Mine is future me.
Growing up is so hard.
Together, we're tackling 7th grade.
Something's wrong with Melissa's arm.
I think she's waving.
Apparently, over the summer, everything changed. And my BFF had a new BF.
Wait, what?
So much has happened in the past 15 hours.
And now we're holding hands.
Things are moving so fast.
Oh no. Can you get out of my head? I'm busy.
7th grade wasn't exactly going according to plan.
And lastly, tree number 2, Elena Cañeta-Reid.
And it wasn't just school where things were different.
We have some really big news. Sam is moving in. I listened to my heart. do I think I am? Rose from Titanic? Look where she ended up.
In possession of a priceless jewel, living to be 101, being drawn by peak Leo.
Bobby had a lot on his plate, too.
You had a crush and never said anything? Who is she?
I don't know if I'm ready to tell anyone yet.
Diary, this year was off to a rough start.
I'm used to knowing everything.
You're not alone anymore. There's about to be another whole adult in the house.
Hey, check this out.
Sort of.
I had such high expectations for this year. Now I feel so lost.
Bit by bit, she's pushing me away.
You're not growing apart. She's just growing up.
I'm their mother. I'm supposed to help them solve their problems, not give them problems.
Have you met a Latina mother?
I'm trying to break the cycle.
Don't shut out the people who are eager to lift you up. You're more annoying than my mom. You and I are the same person.
Being there for you is kind of my job.
Being there for others and lifting them up. That's what I want to do.
I'm ready.